Hi everyone, Sue from Art Craft and Journals. I'm here today to use up some more napkins really, and some more book pages as well. Although I'm not going to use only book pages, I did want to use some nice ivory cardstock to make some embellishments really, to put into some journals. So what I've got is, as I said, I've got some ivory cardstock, and this one is, it's just from a pack I got from Target. It's a 216 GSM weight, and I've cut them down to, I'm thinking it was 4 inches by 1, 2, 3, almost 6 inches. So I think basically all I did was trim a little bit off, cut them in half. I've also got some book pages, and I've got 3 designs of napkins. I've got this lovely one here, which looks like a postcard. I've got this gorgeous one with the girls on it, and I have this one here which has just some flowers and things. I thought that was quite pretty, so I thought I would just make some embellishments using those bits and pieces, because well, I have a lot of napkins, and we always need embellishments for something. So I'm actually going to, because this one looks like a postcard, I'm actually going to make it look like a postcard if I can. I'm just thinking I should be able to do that. Alright, might be easier to do it. Should be able to do it that way. Kind of looks like, oh it is, it's Christmas. Ah, good-o. Oh, that's fine. They'll be ready for Christmas then, since I do run out of time at Christmas to do Christmas ones. Okay, so I'm just using some gel medium, and I'm going to spread it all over the card. Use Mod Podge, and you can actually use glue stick for this as well, but I've also got to use up some of this gel medium. It's starting to get thick. Oops, not too bad. A couple of wrinkles in it, not too bad though. And what I might do is just trim that away. Probably would have been easier to trim it away to start with. Hope everybody is well and life is treating you well, and that 2020 is going well for you. Personally, I'm certainly hoping I have a better 2020 than I did 2019. It was not what I would consider the best year in my life. A lot of things happened in 2020 that really were not good, but you take the good with the bad, I guess. It's just unfortunate when sometimes you feel that the bad is outweighing the good. But I'm determined that this year is going to be better. So I might actually do it this way. That way I can place it where I want it. The only problem I find with doing this sort of thing is that I run out of space to put stuff. I might do a couple on book pages now. I might turn that over. No, we won't use that one because I'll end up with the dye all over the place. Alright. Now I'm not sure if this is actually going to fit. Yes, it will. But I think I might use this one. This is not a new idea. I'm sure there's lots and lots of videos of people doing this, but yeah, I needed to do some, so I thought, why not turn the camera on? A little bit crooked, doesn't matter. I'm learning not to be so fussy with having things straight. It's something I've always struggled with, but I must say, the last year or so, I really working on not being so pedantic about things being straight. Now I'm actually going to do this one on the card because I do like the thought of them as postcards. My brush seems to be also falling apart too. Little bits of brush hair. They were bought for this purpose, but so they were cheap, but it's still frustrating when they seem to want to fall apart on you. Going to look very nice when they're done, those ones. Now I'm really hanging out to do these girl ones, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them out. I think they're absolutely gorgeous, these ones. This one I'm pretty sure I sent away, bought them from an Etsy store somewhere. I can't remember which one though. But when I saw them I thought, oh, I've got to have those. And I haven't seen them in Australia, or in the shops where I am anyway, at least. So okay, now I'm just going to glue them on, but I will probably add a little bit of embellishment around them, I think. Or maybe, just thinking what I could do. I could stamp the background. Actually really liking the fact that they're nice and clean and not... no, I'm just going to glue it on like that. I'm liking the fact that they are quite clean and not sort of with all the other bits attached, the background and all those bits that we tend to add on. There will probably be a little bit more embellishing going on, and I probably will decorate around them or something, but I think it's just really nice and simplistic. It's sweet. Looks very sweet. Really sweet. Isn't that gorgeous? So sweet. Wasn't very straight, but never mind. We'll fix it. I'm going to have to cut. Or maybe I'll do one on a big page. Just trim her a little bit more. I still prefer, I think, this one. Like, I don't know. They both have their positives. Okay. Now I will need to cut some more, so bear with me. Okay. Just very quickly do a couple more of these. Now I will fast forward this bit up so that you don't have to put up with me doing this. Alright, now this napkin here, now I'm just thinking, I don't think I took the back off this one, no. Now let's have a look. Okay. What I'm thinking is I'm just going to cut, I think I'll just cut those out. Gosh, it's like cutting fabric. I'm not great at cutting straight with scissors, much better with a knife or a blade. I want to rip the napkin. Really bad cutting, really bad. I wonder how they'd cut with a blade actually. Might have to have a go one day just to see if I can do it. I imagine the blade would have to be very, let's give it a go, very sharp. Don't think this one's particularly sharp, but we'll see how we go. Okay, slowly. Yep. You can do it if you're slow and your blade is sharp. This one could be sharper. Okay, that wasn't so good, that one, but never mind. Doesn't matter. Alright, actually that's probably too big for the card. Let's have a look. What I might do with this one, I might actually tear the edges a little bit. Let's have a look. Do I have a small brush handy? Yes, that'll do. So just get a bit of water. Just want a little bit off. I just don't want the straight edges. That looks better, actually. Okay. And in this case, I'm just wondering, what have I got on my table in terms of bits of paper? Not too much, actually. I've cleared up recently. Can I see any more book page? I do have this little bit, but I better not use that one. What happened to all those book pages? Just wondering if I put... Yeah, I like that. Can mess with it for a little while, but not too long. Gee, even the gel medium's drying very quickly at the moment. Goodness. Okay, now I need to get this one tucked under there before it dries up. Okay, so that's that one. Now I haven't finished them yet. I will let them dry and come back and show you what I have done with them. Now I'm just wondering whether these might look better, oops, laid on some book text as well. I wonder how it would look with some of this. Green's not really a colour I use very often. No, I actually don't like it. Okay, book page. Did I have another? Yes, I did. One of my missions this year is to use up some of the stuff, well actually a lot of the stuff that I have in my craft room. I have a ridiculous amount of stuff, I really do. I have tubs and drawers full of bits and pieces. Every time I go out, I'll see something and go, oh, I have to have that. The problem is I actually don't get a lot of time to use them. So they're mounting up. And I have actually been known to go and buy exactly the same items from exactly the same store twice, which is really bad because I'll come home and I'll pop them, I'll leave them in the bag, put them in my craft room, and they're still in the same bag a long time later, months later, and then I'll find the same goods as well in another bag, and it's like, oh, this is ridiculous. And I actually only get to the point sometimes where I unpack them when I've run out of reusable bags. So I have a whole lot of little bags that fold up in my handbag, and I just keep using them until I run out, and then I have to go and open them and have a look what I've actually bought, which is really, really not good. It really isn't. So my mission this year is to use up some of these things. So I'm going to do a lot of videos that will be just me simply using up some of my stuff, because it is crazy, it really is. I'm not sure if I like that or not, but that's what it is. Okay, so I'm going to let these dry and I will come back and do a little bit more embellishing with them. Okay, I'm back. Now, these are reasonably dry, and what I've decided, I'm not going to do the Christmas ones because, well, they are Christmas, so I'll leave those to another time, probably closer to Christmas. Now, these ones here, I wasn't really happy with how these looked. So what I've done is I've put some stamping on there, some script stamp. And what I'm going to do is, instead of having the napkin as the focal image, I'm actually going to kind of use that as a background, and I'm going to pop a little butterfly on there, and I've got another one for here, and I'm thinking I will put a label here. I did actually grab out some bits and pieces to use. So I've got a packet of labels, I've got a packet of butterflies, just some little flower things, some more flowers, some faux stamps. Some of them are not finished, but I can use the ones that are. I've got some little envelopes to use, and I've got some cut out roses as well. So I thought I'd start using up some of all the bits and pieces I have. So with these ones, I'll just move those out of the way for the moment. With these ones, and this one, I'm thinking something like this, and a label or something as well. So let me have a look. Something like that, perhaps. What else have we got? Got the plainer one. I think maybe the plainer one. Maybe that one there. And this one, I might just move back a little bit. There we go. And mix that up. Okay, this one here, I'm thinking a narrower label. Well, I've got this one here. I think that might just be a little bit big. I don't know if there's any smaller ones. Let's just have a look. That's smaller but white. Don't really want the white one. That's white. I do like the orange because it sort of tones in with the colours there. What have we got? That one's... Now that's not stuck down, so I can actually move that. Something like that, maybe. Yep, I think I'll go with that. Alright, so I'm going to glue those down. Of course, I have forgotten something. Not that you have to just dress the edges of everything, but I kind of like to. This glue I'm using at the moment, it is incredibly sticky. It's I quite like it. It's a Montmartre glue stick, plant-based, but you can't get it everywhere. I've noticed you can only get it in certain places. So, but it is quite good. But as I said, it is actually quite sticky on your fingers. Okay, so that's that one. It's just a journaling card. Nothing too fancy, and I didn't want it too embellished, because if you're putting it in a journal, you kind of don't want them too embellished so that the journal ends up too thick. Now we'll just get rid of that if we can. Okay, now these have got a plain back, so you don't really need to do anything with the back unless you want to. You could, of course, put some coffee dyed or tea dyed paper on there. That would be your choice. Just give it a bit of a distress around the edges. There we go. So that's that one. Now I just want to do these quickly because I do want to do some of the girl ones, and I probably won't do them all on camera because the video will just be too long. While we're at it, These aren't the easiest to do, so I just roughly do them. While I'm at it, and glue everywhere. Okay, now I think that one was the one on there. I'm not sure if I actually like that one on there. Might try for another one, a more pink flower. Not sure if I actually like a flower on there now. Thinking maybe a butterfly might be better. Yep, we might see if we've got a butterfly. I do have another pack of butterflies, but they're quite a lot larger. Not sure if I like the colours. Got a lighter one. Something else. Let's have a look what we've got in the jar. It's my little scrap jar. Just little bits and pieces of things. Oh, what's that one? Oh, that's a pretty one. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Now craft glue. The edges, so that's that one as well. Now the ones I really wanted to do are the little girl ones. Now I did, the one that I put on the book page, I did actually stick it onto there like so. The other ones are just these ones here. So let's have a look. Because they are quite neutral, I'm thinking a little bit of colour might be nice. So let's see, where are those little envelopes? Okay, we've got one with script on it. Goes that way. And something else. Butterflies might be a bit big. Where is that pretty bit of lace? And there's something else. A little bow or something would be sweet. There's a little bow there, but I don't think it's quite... Yeah, actually I do like that there. It's got a little diamante on it. Okay. So I might just trim this a little bit. We'll distress the edges, and what I'm going to do with these ones is I'm going to do the corners. And I think we probably need some text stamp on there. So maybe a label. I'm thinking more this reddy colour to go with that purple, but I'm looking for a smaller one. Don't think I have a smaller one. Oh, that would have been perfect colouring, but not the right size. Why is it that you can have so many of these sorts of things, but there's never quite the right one when you want it? Ooh, what's that one? Oh, it's a bit long. Oh no. Could use that one, and I know it's white, but we have Distress ink that we could cheat a little bit. A little bit. Now they are quite flimsy, but you could use them. You could certainly use them as a tag or something. You could, if you wanted to make them more sturdy, put some coffee dyed paper on the back, machine stitch around as well. That would be another thing you could do. Just off centre. Okay, so that's that one. That's very sweet. Really like that. Okay, let's have a look. We've got a different girl this time. And again, I'm going to round the corners. Doesn't quite go. The blue and the purple. What else we got? A little bit of fabric here. It's blue. Just pop that to one side. Let's have a look. Do we have a blue flower? I don't think I do. I don't think roses come in blue, do they? Although I've got purple roses out the front, so I guess they probably do come in blue. Just not in my packet. Oh dear, I'm sure there's blue somewhere. Alright, what else do I have that I could use? I don't think there was any more butterflies that were blue. Oh, what's in here? Maybe there's something in this one. It's that one. I might just bring you in a bit, actually. If I can. Come on. There we go, that's probably a lot better for you. And we'll just move all the things over and recenter ourselves. There we go. It's probably better. Okay, blue. What's this one? Hang on. This one. Yes. Oh, my hands are that full of glue I can't touch anything. Okay, but it's a little big. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to trim it. There we go. I'm going to put that like that. And I did, what could I do with this little bit of fabric? It's under there like so. And we can have a blue label. Blue. Looks like all the blue ones are white. Doesn't appear to be any cream or ivory. Okay. We'll have to make that one match as well. I'm not sure if I like that just like that though. What else do we have? One of these teeny tiny ones. I believe these might be a Nick the Booksmith actually. These ones, but it's the wrong colour. Or a bird, would you? There might be a... Oh, hang on. What's this here? I think that might be a Tracy Fox because it's tiny, and I did have her printables. No. Okay. Alright. Not happy with this one. Might just leave it. Sometimes I find it's better to come back. Okay, this little girl here. And again, cut the corners, maybe the roses. Let's have a look. Maybe a pink stamp or something in the background. Probably don't have the right pinks actually. No. And I'm very fussy about the right shadings of things. What have we got here? And where they're always too big. What's that one there? Actually, one of those bigger ones might actually be more useful. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, we might try this glue for this. Okay, now that little top bit there, that's that one there. Now this blue one. It's a little bit of blue here. And after this one, I think I might stop videoing because the video will be too long if it isn't already. And even though I do speed up parts, I try not to make them too long. Okay. Alrighty, let's just do a bit of... Unfortunately, the matte medium sort of given it a bit of a shiny surface in parts, which is really frustrating. I tried not to get it too much past the napkin image, but not always possible. Okay, now I'm fiddling. And with a pen, yeah, back on again. Alright, so that's that one. And I might stop there. Oops, we might chop that off, might look better. There we go. Okay, might stop there. So hopefully that wasn't too boring. I will finish the others off screen. And I will put them as photos at the end of the video. Alright, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.